The top court in Arkansas has halted 2 executions that were due to start a series of 7 in 11 days. The state's Supreme Court acted hours before convicted murderers Don Davis and Bruce Ward were due to die, but the Davis decision could yet be reversed. Their lawyers had argued they were mentally unfit to face execution and were denied proper assessment. But there was a victory for the state when a federal court lifted an order that blocked all 7 executions. A blanket ruling made on Saturday that the executions could not go ahead because the lethal injection causes suffering has been overruled. The unprecedented pace at which Arkansas will put the 7 men to death has drawn international attention. It is driven by the state's desire to use a batch of drugs before it expires later this month. But it has been condemned by critics as an inhumane assembly line. What happened on Monday? There were 2 rulings. In the first, the Arkansas Supreme Court stayed the executions of Davis and Ward, in a 4-3 decision. They have each spent more than 20 years on death row. The state attorney general's office said it would not appeal against the stay for Ward. It did appeal against the stay for Davis, but the U.S. Supreme Court upheld it in a last-minute decision on Monday. Davis had already been served his last meal and moved to the Cummins unit, which holds the lethal injection gurney. In the other decision, the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in St. Louis canceled the weekend ruling to halt all 7 executions. Bruce Ward strangled teenage shop clerk Rebecca Doss. Don Davis, condemned for the execution-style killing of Jane Daniel as he burgled her home. Stacy Johnson murdered Carol Heath, who was beaten, strangled and had her throat slit. Ledell Lee bludgeoned Deborah Reese to death with a tire iron her husband had given her for protection. Jack Jones, condemned for the rape and murder of accounts clerk Mary Phillips, and the nearly fatal beating of her 11-year-old daughter. Marcel Williams raped and murdered Stacey Erickson, after kidnapping her from a convenience store. Kenneth Williams murdered farmer Cecil Boren during an escape from prison where Williams had been incarcerated for murdering cheerleader Dominique Hurd.